Yo, what's going on? Welcome to the pre-trip. That's what's up. That's what's up. Lockoutmen here, back again with another Lockoutmen podcast show for this evening. Today is Monday. I hope you guys have a good, blessed day. Rest in peace to my big homie, Big Country. He was laid to rest today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there with him, but I am there in spirit. So the family made their gathering. They opened it up in the Zoom. We was able to hear some of the proceedings there, and that was so awesome. Well, my special guest tonight is not a YouTuber. She's not a YouTuber, but she is a trucker. You know what I'm saying? Let's welcome a pre-trip. Welcome for the replay people. Coco, what's going on with you?
Nothing much. I don't know. I'm not used to being on microphones and videos and stuff. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. Where are you at in the world right now?
I'm in, where am I? York, PA.
You can keep that. You can have that. And I know that you no, you can have all of that northeast up there, man. What's the weather like up there?
It's actually warm. I don't know how many degrees, but it's warm. It's not cold right now.
Okay. Well, right now we just waiting for a few people to pop in here, which they already have. So we about to go ahead and get the show started for you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. We about to pop it right now. All you have to do is stay a minute, just take your time. The clock is ticking, so stay. All you have to do is stay. That's right. That's right. Y'all see this glorious person right here. What's going on, everybody? My name is Lockoutmen, and this is the Lockoutmen podcast show for Monday, November 9th. It's already downhill from there, man. Just in a couple of weeks, we got Thanksgiving, and a couple of weeks after that is Christmas, and then a week after that is the first of the year. I know a lot of you guys cannot wait until 2020 is over. I know a lot of you guys is kind of happy of the results of the presidential election, though, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about a young lady that's coming on to share her thoughts on the company that she rocking out with. We're going to go ahead and bring her in a minute. But before we do, don't forget, if you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, hit that bell and that all button. That all button lets you know when I go live, which is around 8 o'clock-ish. A little bit early for her today because she's only available to us for a little bit. All right. Don't forget to donate. If you want to hook a brother up with some coffee, you could join the community and all that good stuff. Let's just jump right into this video. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show, Coco. Now, Coco, I beat people's names up tremendously. So can you please help me pronounce your Instagram name, which is Reluctantly
Trucking.
Reluctantly Trucking. That is what's up. Reluctantly Trucking. Coco, let's just get into it. Let's start. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm originally from Washington, D.C. Moved to North Carolina, so I'm based out of there. with
Okay,
the truck.
okay. Why you moved from Washington D.C. to North Carolina?
Um, I was in supply chain. That's what I went to school for, roundabout anyway. And North Carolina has a big manufacturing,
Hmm.
pharmaceuticals, things like that. Um, and it was still close enough to DC. I have three boys, so I
Okay,
can get back and up and down up the road while still building a career. But then I ended up in trucking, which is a little different, but
that's what's up. That's what's up. What made you what you was doing before you got into trucking?
um not so much that what I was doing before. I was in transportation and logistics. I did everything from managing a commercial fleet, negotiating equipment leases. I did do some dispatching, and while I was dispatching, I worked with a lot of small fleets, and I kind of got tired of them not listening. um, and just seeing the money that I was able to make them, that I decided that I wanted to go ahead and get my own trucks. And my ex at that time, he was a truck driver, 13
Hmm.
years. But he was a company driver, and it was like, why aren't we starting our own business? So we jumped out there and started our own authority. I
Okay,
think I
okay.
trained. Let me see. I trained for about 4 months at US Express. That was just a horrible experience, but I trained 4 months with them after I got my CDL, and I was terrible with it. I wasn't a great driver. I still don't think that I'm a great driver. I just know how to, find the money and go get it. That's all I care about.
That's what's up. That's what's up. A young grinder, y'all. A young female grinder. Y'all don't see too many of these. I mean, I know one in particular, Jay Rich. She's a serious grinder from the bottom up, but it's not too many. It's not too many female grinders out there, and I give much respect to you, Coco, for doing it. U.S. Express, I feel you on that. I'm a U.S. Express alum. 2 years,
Yeah,
yeah, two
they had
years.
me at the Walmart, the local Walmart deliveries, and I think that that's the worst place you can put student trainees.
Hmm.
I wanted to be home, so I thought that even though it was like what 14, 16 hours of work in a day, I prefer OTR. But yeah, I would get to those stores, open up my door, and I swear the produce and the meat was everywhere. The stores used to complain about me so badly. My ex, he would have to, because he worked at same uh, same local, what do you call it, terminal, and he would have to sneak and finish my deliveries for me. I was scared, like it wasn't fun.
It's nothing to be scared about. I did the Walmart out of New Caney, Texas. I kind of liked it. I made some bank there. I gotta admit, I made some bank there. Only did the 2 week stint, but I made some bank there. Let me welcome the L.O.M community in here. Chicago BBW, what's going on? We be trucking. They said OTR. They say OTR truckers can't stand the Northeast unless they live there. Yo, man, I do live.
I
Look. I live in the Midwest. I don't even understand why they consider Ohio the Midwest because it's part of the Northeast. But the New York and everything in that corner, Buffalo, not Buffalo, fuck, Baltimore, Washington D.C., where she's from, all that. No, you can have all of that.
well,
Keep
I
that.
don't I don't like that. I don't like I won't do northern New Jersey. I'm not going into New York City, but Pennsylvania, I'm used to it because we were an Amazon fleet back then. So,
Okay.
we did a lot of Amazon deliveries. I'm used to the back routes now. But the reason I like this part, like I'm not into Virginia, I'm not into Maryland. I like this part because there's never way stations. I can go about and do what I need to do. So,
Okay,
you know.
that's what's up. You can still keep it though. Uh, Mom Deuce Love said, "Hi, honey. What's going on, Mom Deuce Love?" Jeffrey Whithoy. See, I got your name right, bruh. Whithoy. Hoyt. He said, keep up the good work. Thank you, bro. I will. I will. Thank you. David Copeland, what's going on, Mr. Man? Hey, yo, we still got to talk, man. I'm just saying. He said, do your thing, bro. Thank you. Thank you. James Park Avenue. He says, what's happening? Trucker J, she makes brother think like, damn, how she do that? You know, right? You know,
Wait,
right?
do what?
How do you how do you grind, sis? Like, you know, you say you wanted to get out and do the damn thing, and you know how to get out the money. What
I,
what
and
how
well,
do you
that's
do it?
why
How
I
do you
wanted to
do
get on here. That's why I wanted to get on here, because there's so much misinformation. And this industry is very good off of profiting from everyone's ignorance.
it?
And
Talk to me, sister. Talk to me.
you know,
I'm about to put my ears on for this one.
I mean, and it's a quick one because we can go into details about so many different things. But one of the biggest uh thing, everyone thinks that how these big carriers run their leasing programs is the standard, and it's not. Um, First of all, the commercial trucking industry, the interest rates that they charge for these trucks, that's not usually what you would find outside of this. That's the type of stuff that they do to us, especially if you have bad credit. Um, Most of these companies are going to start you off at 14% interest for, any of your financing. So for me, I didn't want to. It was easy for us to get our trucks because we went the personal route. We used Sophie. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of Sophie or SoFi.
I'm
But it
not hip to that.
Okay, with SoFi, it is on a personal side, and unfortunately, it does mean when you take that loan out, it would be on your personal credit. However, for 4 trucks, we were able to get 4 trucks, 2 trailers, 1,000. It was 1,000 a month for
Okay.
4 trucks and 2 trailers. And so with that, yeah, I mean, come on, 1,000 a month, you can make moves. If I had tried to get that through by going through the commercial side, so I mean, what are some of these popular commercial ones? OTR Finance and all of them. I mean, you're looking at paying what, 1,800, 2,000 for a 2017 Freightliner with about 400, 500,000 miles, and we already know that the way they make these Freightliners nowadays, you're not, after about 600,000 miles, you're looking at emissions problems.
Mm.
You're going to start having to look at your engine. They don't make these trucks like they used to back in the day. So,
So Coco,
uh,
today's guest on the show is Coco, Captain Chaos. Coco, what made you decide to be a trucker? Why did you decide to come into the industry?
bad relationship. Well, I mean, it was me and my ex. We could make more money. I was already dispatching. I knew how to find the money. I know how to manage a fleet. But I didn't have. I had maybe that 4 month experience because the insurance agency required me to be, even if I wasn't planning on being a driver, they required me to have that CDL.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I did it for that reason, but the goal was never for me to really be the driver. I really am a bad driver. Like, in a personal car, my boys will tell you they're scared to get in the car with me. Um, but that relationship, we ended up ending, and I had these drivers and they knew I couldn't really drive and my trucks were sticks. So, they were taking advantage. I'd have my trucks abandoned in Kentucky. I mean, it was tough. So I had to go out there. I put the boys in the truck with me and I had to teach myself how to drive and go get my damn trucks and keep my fleet going. Um, and then I met my second husband
Okay.
and we're just now divorced October 23rd, and we had flatbed contracts. I'm not a flatbedder. I'm not really even trying to learn that. So, I ended up having to start all over. So lesson is to the ladies out there, don't let these ninjas mess your game up. If I had just focused on my money, then I would be in a better
Now,
position.
Coco, Now, Coco, I'm sitting here listening, and what I'm getting out of this, you was a fleet owner at one
Yeah,
point
I mean, both times. And
with four trucks and two trailers.
the
Am I
first
hearing
time,
that right?
yeah, the first time was 4 trucks, and then we have with this last one, it's about 6, but it's primarily family that we hire, keep it in, and then we have flatbed contracts.
Now you just mentioned that unfortunately the guys that you hired on kind of like fucked you, but what was the process for you to find drivers? Because I know the biggest issues for new owner operators that's coming into the game is finding good drivers. Unfortunately for you, you had the mishap of finding some crappy drivers, but with that you learned. What did you learn out of that?
Um, one, managing drivers is it it takes a personality. I'm not really a driver manager. So for me, the next time around, I would outsource that. Um, and the second time, my ex-husband is the one that handled it, and so things went smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my personality, I like to get things done. I mean, you and I talked a little earlier, and I was kind of,
Oh no,
I'm pretty sure I'm
you
gonna
was
be around
good. You was cool. You know,
that.
you told me what was the time and the constraint and everything that you got. I mean, you're busy. You like a jack of all trades. You're a busy woman. You got to get things done. I understand. I
Yeah,
understand too, man.
I wouldn't say that I had all bad drivers. Some of the drivers were good, but I didn't really have experience with what it was like over the road. And so now that I've had to be over the road and I've had to get that experience, and now, like I'm at BL right now, trying to rebuild, and I have dispatchers, and it doesn't feel good. I know how I made drivers feel now.
Hey,
Um, so
hey.
they don't, and I guess we will talk about that when we get into the VL side of things.
Uh, yeah, we almost there. We almost there. So after I guess now since you with VL, do you still have your fleet?
No, I walked away from it because we have family drivers and it's flatbed, and it didn't make any sense. I still work on the admin stuff. But right now I'm working on my own thing. I will have the fleet again. Um, but my priority right now is getting the brokerage that going. I have some things in the works there.
Okay.
And then I also am getting ready to sit for my commercial property and casualty licensing. So I'll be able to have for my fleet, I can get my own insurance, keep the costs down, keep a lot of the BS down. And then I'll
Okay.
also be able to offer, you know,
some
cheaper.
better some better
Yeah,
opportunities for some
for
of these
everyone
drivers
else.
here. All right,
Yeah.
let's go to the community right quick. Let me see. Highway Runner says, "What's her YouTuber? I mean, what's her YouTube? Nah, bruh, she's not. She's not social media. As a matter of fact, she was kind of reluctant to come on to to speak to me, but no, she don't have no social media out there, bro. Sorry about that. Chicago BBW says, "Damn, at least she's honest about it. That's what I like. She's
Because nobody is honest. It's like everyone, it's really fake it till you make it. We're gonna make a big deal out of the most. Can I curse on here? But
yes,
I don't know if I can or not. But
yes,
we want to make a big deal about the simplest of shit. You'll see people post, you know, their lows that they booked, and it's like we in a great market that has nothing to do with your skills. You went on a damn low board and you picked, some freight. So I hate that a lot of people don't really know what the real is in this industry, and a lot of us get taken advantage of, and then you see all of these YouTube beefs, and this person thinks it's this way and that way when everybody getting it wrong, because we've been sold this shit from these mega carriers that control the capacity and control
Mm.
the contracts and things like that. So, somebody got to tell the truth.
There you go. That's what's up. That's what's up. Mom Deuce says, right, Chicago, but I need her to feel positive about driving skills because she's doing something right.
No,
I
I just don't get hit. No, I promise you, it's not. If I'm on Instagram, and if you see my Instagram, I tell you all the time. I mean, when it comes to backing in the docks and stuff, it might take me 20 minutes, but I don't care as long as I get the money. I'm not out here to be the super trucker.
That's what's up. Trucker J says, man, I had her mixed up with Cocos Journey. Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah. No, not that Coco. No, no. And Specialized says, yo, what's good? What's going on, bro? Highway Runner says, oh, that's a shame. She sounds like she got a story to tell and experience to learn from, especially new drivers like me who has an owner mentality. Yes, she does. She does. I mean, she came from Coco. You came from owning the fleet,
Mhm.
learning how to operate the fleet. So you are in a position to explain to like new drivers and new drivers that's interested in going into owner operations stuff like 1099. Care to
Right.
comment about that?
Yes. Okay. 1099, 1099, 1099. Um, I'm an advocate for I- if you're trying to build up some money really quickly, um, a company like VL Trucking, um, would be perfect, even though it is a 1099 employee position, right? And everybody
Right.
says, you're missing out on benefits and all the other. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. Um, with the 1099, they don't, they're not paying you and you don't have to pay out your taxes, right? Which means that you
Right.
have an ability to move your money where you need it to go as opposed to the company doing it for you. And then the company is the one that gets to get the tax write off of the taxes. How I doing it at VL, I need time. I need to keep my financials a certain way because I have business investments that I need to qualify for, right?
Right.
So I am at VL as a business, a registered LLC with an S corp. So when they pay into my business bank account. Now, why that matters? Most of the business world and the financing world, they don't care if you have an authority or not. That matters to DOT or maybe some shippers. The business world cares about your LLC and how much history that business bank account has. Um, the second thing that they care about is your average daily bank balance in that business bank account.
Okay.
So with VL, I don't have to worry about truck notes and all of this other stuff coming out. All I have to worry about is getting that deposit in there. I leave that money in there. I don't do too much with it, aside from something else I'm going to mention, but I don't do too much with it. I leave it in there. That money just keeps stacking up and growing, and it increases my bank balance. So when I go, because in January, I trying to qualify for some financing for a few things and whatnot. They're not going to ask me about a DOT. They're going to ask me for those bank statements and what do you think those bank statements are going to look like. Now, yes,
Mm.
I'm an employee of VL, but VL pays me as an independent contractor that's registered as an LLC. You see what
Okay.
I'm
That's what's up. That's what's
that's
up.
that's the first thing. That's the first thing.
All right,
Now
so
the second
how long? Let's back up a little bit since you mentioned VL.
uh-huh.
Have you seen the make the call video that I had made to VL Trucking?
Yes, and look, I thought they were Russian, but they're from Ukraine, right?
Yes.
They just have a different way of communicating. All
Mm-hmm.
right. totally different way of communicating. Um, and she has a different type of personality. There was a recruiter that he was a American white guy, and you would have probably vibed with him a little bit more.
Okay.
But Inya is very straightforward. She's just, hey, here it is by the books, as are most of the women there. They
Mhm.
really get things done. Um, but yeah, if you're deciding to come to VL, this is not it's not going to be like Prime. You're not going to have a whole bunch of benefits and comfort. You are there to make them money, and in exchange they're going to give you money.
Okay.
You're not there for a career. You're there to hustle, right? Like I told you before, they pay into my business bank account. You are going to average those miles. Their dispatchers have to average you. They want you to drive 10, 11 hours, 6 days out of the week. That's what they
Okay.
want.
Okay.
And when they say you can go home, really they just mean you can stop home on your 34 reset, but they want that truck moving and you driving 10, 11 hours a week. So you're going to get 3,000 miles, 3,100 miles coming in. I needed that because again, I need to show average daily bank balance as being high in order to qualify for the projects I got going on.
Okay.
Um, I don't see it as a long-term thing. I think that I've looked at Roscoe Green's videos. He,
Mhm.
out of everybody, probably has the most logical and rational approach to this,
Okay.
especially in how he deals with the tax situation. See, most people will sit around and focus on deductions and expenses. You don't always want to spend money just to save on paying taxes. That's not how the real wealthy people do it. You
Okay.
know, you have to have tax planning. One of the things he mentioned, which he was spot on with, he knows at some point he wants to have his own authority. So what he's doing is he's using this revenue he's getting from as the 1099 and he's purchasing equipment along the way. As he's purchasing that equipment along the way, that he's able to depreciate that equipment. That is a tax deduction. So he isn't just spending money, he's gaining assets in a way because it's not really an asset, but he's gaining assets that when he's ready to go, he's going to be able to come out here running, making a whole bunch of money. You see what I'm saying?
I got you. I
Um,
got you. I'm I'm
that
I'm following you.
that's one of the benefits of, I'd rather do that than you taking it out to pay some damn state. You know what I'm saying? In my case, I'm not as worried about, picking up trucks and trailers. Because I mean, let me tell you guys something. The majority of the money in this industry is not made with the truck. It's
Mm.
made with everybody that does not have the risk and the expense of maintaining a truck and a driver. The
Okay.
brokers make the money. You know what I'm saying? The people
Okay.
that own the contract make the money. The people that provide services to the fleet, they make the money. But the truck, when you're a trucker, even as a fleet owner, that's the low end of the totem pole in our industry. And that's why all of these major carriers are so ready to put you into lease trucks and whatnot because they're able to transfer risk to you
Okay. Okay.
while
That's
they
what's
make their
up.
money.
All
You
right.
get what I'm
So
saying?
let me go to some of the comments right quick. If you guys have any questions for this young lady, definitely ask, man, because like I said, she's dropping many jewels on here. I mean, I was just surprised. I thought she was just an average truck driver. Come to find out, she was a fleet owner. She had her own fleet. Did you have your own authority as well?
Yeah, it's the only authority.
She had her listen to it. Yo, if you got this right here. So let me go to the comments right quick. Highway Runner said he just got hired on to do teams with VL. He starts this week thanks to Anna. That's the young lady's name. I guess ain't that who I talked to as well? Anna?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mom Deuce Love says, girl, drop them jewels. Trucking with Tony said, "What's up? What's going on, bruh? How you feel? Boss life, you're a trucker." He said, "Yeah, Anna is cool." What's your now? I guess when I was talking to the young lady, when I made the call,
Mhm.
uh, some people kind of took the way that I was talking about the company and talking with her, uh, as throwing shade on the company or shitting on the company or something like that.
Well,
The conversation that I had with her is basically the conversation that I have with all the people that I talk to. But what do you think of the conversation that I had with her?
I think that it's because your conversation came from a different you were looking at this like how the how you would normally if I were going to Prime or Swift or anything like that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm trying to say. VL, when you come to VL, this is a totally different, you're coming to VL with a totally different strategy. Again, you're going to get your miles in. As a company driver, you're going to get 70 cents a mile. If they want you to average and drive 10, 11 hours a day and you're averaging, 3,000 miles, how much money is that? That's straightforward. That is empty and loaded. You're going to get those miles. There's nothing to that. And so, but you don't want to come in here like you would a Swift or a Prime. You want to come in here like all of the others at VO have said. This is a stepping stone, and it is the best and most flexible way to to reach some financial goals if you set your finances up a certain way. Like for the one that said that they're teaming, I'm hoping that you have a registered business and a business bank account, and you tell them to pay into your business bank account.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Teflon Twan said, "LOM, I be learning a lot just from watching your show. Thank you, brother, man. I do appreciate it." Zard, ZRR, finally someone that's clear to the point about VL. Thanks, sis. Much success to you. Thank you, ZZR. Mom Deuce Love says, "Yo, hit that like button. It's free." Trucking with Tony. Yep, straight to the point. I like that. I looked at VL before my current situation. Agent Matt says dropping them bombs on him.
Well,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna tell you something quick. And I had looked at other situations too. Because VO has some negatives. The culture here can be a little weird. And I think a lot of that is just because they're from Ukraine. Like sometimes I don't feel like they understand space. They don't respect
Mhm.
boundaries, and you will be treated like, you are a number meant to come here and make them money. I had bumped heads with the operations manager, the dispatch manager, and a couple of others. They tried to throw me on the bus, so you do have to expect that. But I'm not here to build a career. I'm here to get back into my business stuff. And so this was the best opportunity to do that. But if you're in a situation, you're not really looking to build no fleet logistics dynasty or anything like that, then what would be important to me is not so much um running 10 hours a day, 6 days out of the week. I'm not going to want that. I am going to want more home time. I am going to want a little bit more balance. I am going to want to kind of like my dispatcher that I'm working with. And if that's a priority for you, you're not going to like it at VL.
So VL,
No.
VL, tell us, Coco, tell us, go ahead and just tell us the good and the bad of VL trucking.
Um, Here I'm gonna go back to that second point that I made. I noticed in that conversation about a lot that just didn't like, the idea of VL, felt like VL was like every other company out there. And it is. I mean, it's like a lot of the other Eastern European type of companies, they're gonna run you to the ground. Um, but one of the things that came up was, oh, but what about the workers' compensation? Or what about the benefits and stuff like that? Again, as your own business owner, you have an ability, you can put up to $70,000 in a retirement account and that be a tax deduction. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can do that on both ends. I can contribute to an IRA or what is the other, I can't remember the name right now, but an IRA and whatever the other thing is. You can contribute that to that on the personal end, and then you can contribute to that as your own business owner and receive that whole tax write-off for the business's contribution to your retirement account. And why that's important, that retirement account could be a safety net for you. You can take out a low interest loan against a 401k that's set up underneath of your business. So instead of you just looking for different ways to spend money to get a tax write-off, open up a retirement account. You can use that retirement account to fund your truck purchase, fund a down payment of your home. You can do a lot of things with that. So that's one benefit. The second benefit is, I don't think people realize that you also have access to workers' compensation too. So why am I giving up all of this money to Prime to have benefits when I can get workers' compensation on my own business and maybe pay $50 a month? So you know, you do have access to pretty much the same things you would have as a company driver. Again, you got to look at this differently. What's my goal? What's the stepping stone? Do I care about, Prime got some good bacon. I tried to go to Prime, but it didn't work out. But I did go to their terminal and that bacon was good, but I want money. That's what I care about, is money.
That's what's up. That's what's up. T Hill says, should you come to VL if I'm looking to get a lot of home time?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And everyone, the others have said it. Maybe they're glossing over it because, VL does give you a 1% referral bonus. I'm not looking to participate in that, so I don't care about that kind of stuff. But they've all said it in their video. I think, a trucker named Jay, I think his name is, he mentioned, he wanted to go home. He had set things up a certain way. And he felt like, the truck made enough money and they were pressuring him not to go home. No, VL does not want you to go home. Now they'll say that, but it's the way that they're going to schedule you to go home. It doesn't even make sense. But I knew that coming in, because again, I've had my own. I understand what it takes to get a truck to make money. So I know I wasn't expecting to come home. I'm coming home for Thanksgiving. I plan to be on the road to meet my financial quotas. January is when I start looking at, what are we, looking at something different.
Coco, trucking with Tony. Hold on right quick. I got your question up on the board right quick. But Coco, that was one of the questions that I had asked about home time. She did say that we could get our home time, but it's not like a full 2 days. It's more of a 34-hour reset. Is that true?
That is exactly what it is. They're gonna drive you, come in with your load, do your 34. I mean, I that's never worth it to me. I mean, if you out here running like that, sometimes it takes you a whole day just to recover, sleep and whatnot, that's not enough time. But it pretty much is a 34-hour reset. That truck needs to make their quota every week. You are not going home for real. So if that's what's a priority for you, no, you do not want to come to VL.
Okay. Trucking with Tony says, yeah, the home time was what the deal breaker for me for between VL and a leasing with USA Truck. Just needed to be home more often with the wife being pregnant.
Yes, there, no.
So not messing with VL on the home time, but everything else, what everybody else is talking about, VL Trucking is more of a company of a running company. It's not a company to get comfortable with. Is it a company to maybe retire from?
No. No. There's absolutely no security here. None.
Okay.
I don't care what they
say. Highway Runner says, yeah, I have my own LLC and DOT as well as an EIN number plus business account because I own my own towing company in in Columbus, Ohio. I'm teaming as a start. That's bro. Hold on right quick, bro. Yes, sir. We both came from the roadside game, man. Damn. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you.
And see,
Trucking
the
with
start date of your LLC is what most in the business industry are going to look at. Now, the start date of your authority, your insurance company, the brokers, they care about that. But everybody else, like if I wanted to go to Verizon and get some business cell phones, they're going to look at the start date of your LLC. They're not going to distinguish between when you started, the towing and when you went to VL. They're not doing all of that. They just want to know, when did you start your LLC and what does the business bank accounts look like? So if you started that towing company 2 years ago, you have about 3 years in business. So if you can get your revenue up and get that average daily balance up, you know, through VL by teaming and structure your finances a certain way, you could probably qualify for a lot of shit.
Okay. Trucking with Tony says, yo, I appreciate that, Jim. I didn't know that. There you go. That's a bomb drop for you. Highway Runner says, wait, say that again, Coco. I didn't gasp that all fully. Laugh out loud. Trucker John says, what's up to everybody? And I can't pronounce your name, bro, but I know the La Rose part. He says, question: if a black owner starts a company similar like VL, will people have this much passion for that company? Good
Are
question.
are you assuming anybody has this passion because they're Ukraine? I mean, if a black person started the company and it benefited me like this situation did,
What?
I would be all
Wait,
for it.
wait. Hold up, Coco. You are a black woman, and you did start.
But
Uh,
not like I didn't have this business model. Everybody has a different business model. This wasn't my
okay,
business model. And
okay.
and you, they're very close net. Like everybody's throwing out the race thing in this. But let me tell you something. All my drivers were black. The majority, I maybe had two black women, the rest were black men. So did I get support? No. I had most of my male drivers, before my ex-husband came and stepped in, most of them were trying to sexually harass me in my own damn truck. So, you
Hmm.
know, that so let's not add the community unity racial stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, money is money. And if we were to add the political agendas to it, poverty politics is what hurts us the most. You know what I'm saying? We have kids that have mental health problems because, single mom households, um, many dependent upon what? Food stamps. What are you buying with food stamps?
Food.
All of the food that's genetically modified, got the dye in it. You know what I'm saying? What about the Medicaid, the health insurance that's mandatory to get certain vaccines and whatnot? What about the divide between, you know, man and a woman, where it makes sense for a woman not to claim her baby daddy to make sure she gets the benefits? Like, we got a lot of issues in our community. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time we get money. That's what we need to do, is get money, start controlling markets, start controlling industries, things like that. And they have it together. They don't just have, I think they're family run, family connected, but they got some of their employees are back in the Ukraine. We don't have that kind of
Unity.
yeah, we don't have that. We're struggling just to get our own individual success, let alone trying to carry the back of the community. You know what I'm saying? Let's start off at this level. This is what you're able to do. This is an opportunity that presents itself. And while it's not technically the most ideal situation for everyone, for some of us, it's a great way to go get some money. I didn't like the idea of having to humble myself and become an employee and get a dispatcher. That doesn't feel
How
good to
how
me.
did that? How that's what I was about to ask you. How did that make you feel coming from being a owner operator, running 4 trucks, 2 trailers, to now, you know, operating your own truck to getting dispatch? How did that
It,
feel?
it's frustrating, especially when I see people, just doing things that don't make sense. I had the operations manager pull me into a meeting. They threw me under the bus, but I always keep paperwork. I keep photos. I keep videos. I'm in school for diesel mechanic, because one of the things that I knew I had an issue with was being raped by all these damn mechanics. So I'm working on having our own in-house, repair and towing and whatnot to reduce our expenses. But you know, again, I'm here for the money, and it's getting me that ability to keep my bank account looking a certain way so that I can move on. So sometimes you just got to eat it, take a step back, lose that battle so you can win the war. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Coco,
Um,
I'm gonna read a comment that you made on a video or on a comment page. It says VL gets their lows from the same place as anyone else on the spot market. Right now, the spot market rates are doing very well. That that's not what makes VL awesome though. It's is there little and lack of deductions. Most companies charge out the ass for insurance example. VL is extremely affordable and they don't have a lot of extra charges. So if you can keep more, I mean, so that you can keep more of your money, if you can
right.
tolerate the lying and the weirdness, it's a great place to stack your money real
I
quick.
mean, they lie. Shit get lied about. That's. I mean, I don't even understand some of the lies that they said. One of the damn things that they lie about is everyone is assigned one dispatcher, your own dispatcher, like as if y'all got 95 trucks registered according to Safer. Y'all don't have 95 damn dispatchers up there. You know what I'm saying? So, they will lie. I have plenty of instances in which they'll lie. And you will get thrown on a bus. And so that's why I said, that part always gets glossed over. But again, you're not coming to VL to be buddy friendly and pat on the back. That's why you're not coming to VL for that. You are coming to VL because you got a bigger goal in mind, and this is the best way to get that money stacked up so that you can get it. And what I mean by insurance, like if I go to Prime, I got the truck note, I got the insurance cost, I got the maintenance account, I got all of these different things, right? Um VL gives you their truck 495, I believe it is. It's 495 a week. That already includes your plates, it includes your insurance, it includes all this other stuff. And then they take their 20%, which probably is what's used to pay for the dispatchers and the cargo insurance and all that other jazz. So they don't take out much. It's just $4.99. That's why when you guys see that settlement, I mean, they do take out the fuel and the toll for the owner operators. But as long as that fuel is 20% and below, I don't you're fine. And most of the settlements that everybody has posted, you've seen 20% and below. If I'm in my own authority, you know what it costs for me to get insurance, like the full works. You got to have trailer interchange, and if you're dealing with reefers, you got to have that reefer breakdown. You got to have that step. That's you're looking at about $2,500 a month, 2 trucks.
Mm.
So and for many first time authority owners, that's probably for 1 truck. So the expenses to run your truck as an owner operator, it's cheaper there. And everybody gets caught up on this whole, oh, I have an authority, I got to again, that does not matter to most of the business world. The business world cares about your LLC and what's inside of your business bank account. Doesn't matter how you got it. I don't even see the point of having your own authority unless you're trying to expand to multiple trucks and you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to get contracts and that's the level that you want to be on. But if you're just looking to be an owner operator, you don't have to have an authority to be successful. That isn't, you know what I'm saying? And this whole thing about where somebody gets their truck, half of you get your trucks from the wrong places any damn way. Again, I was able to go through Sophie and get this big loan for less than 5% interest rate to go buy my equipment. and buy my equipment anywhere I wanted. And if I were late or I didn't pay on that Sophie loan, they don't come and get the equipment.
Coco.
That might take, huh?
Coco. Woo! Coco. That's what's up.
But I gotta go. I gotta head to this delivery now.
First thing first, I definitely appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with us on the Lockoutmen podcast. Just a few more questions. Roscoe Green in the building. He says, "Preach." Now let me ask you this right quick. Roscoe Green, he rocks out for VL Trucking as well, and he also shows his settlements. How do you feel about the guys that's showing their settlements?
It's actually their settlements that made me decide to go to VL. And I mentioned earlier on the show, I mentioned Roscoe, the way he's going about leveraging VL to get him to his goals, buying the equipment so that he gets the tax write-offs on the depreciation while also building up his fleet until he's ready to that's the smart way to do it. That's why you would go to VL. What I had a problem with, one, some people just didn't know how to answer the questions about losing benefits and taxes. Some people just didn't know. I don't remember his name, but he talked about the cell phone deductions. Cell phones really aren't allowed to be deducted like that. You can't deduct the full amount because the IRS is, when Trump came in, he made some modifications, some changes, amendments or whatever. And so I remember you can't deduct 100% of that cell phone bill unless it is fully underneath a business account. So that type of stuff those are small things. The big things are like what Roscoe mentioned in his video, what I talked about with keeping your average daily balance up, or utilizing the retirement account. And we all can set up a retirement account. So utilizing those so that you can create another cushion, not only just in retirement, but you can take loans out against that and help you to start your business, help you to buy homes, help you to buy more equipment. You don't want to just, you're just not. Trump didn't just not pay taxes because he claimed a bunch of expenses. He moved that money into investments that can continue to make him more money. And that's how we need to look at this and why you would want to go to VL. You get what I'm saying?
Last question for Coco, because she got to get out of here. The last question from me and one question from RLC. My question is, you are leasing the truck. Did you mention how much the truck was a week? If you said that,
no, I personally decided to stay a company driver because I'm not here for the long term, and I didn't need a bunch of expenses. My last truck just went down, $30,000 repairs. I can't take a hit. My financial statements need to look a certain way. So for me, I didn't want to do it. And then the truck that they gave me is like 580,000 miles. I already had some things that needed to be repaired with it. So, and they would have made me take this truck, and it's a 5,000 cancellation fee, which that would automatically be for me because I'm not staying here and I don't want the truck long term. So it didn't make sense for me. It made sense for me to stay as a company driver. As long as I manage my time and get the miles in, I'll do what I need to do. It may make sense for others. Every truck isn't the same, and VL changes their policies all the time. They change, because at first they weren't even asking for tankers, but now they want hazmat and tankers, and then they just change it all of the time. So you kind of just gotta. It just didn't work for me.
RLC says, you ever heard of this company called Mag Carriers? They only take 10%.
That's not what really matters. They may only take 10%, but what does the deductions cost? There's PDP trucking, right? I know you guys have heard of F2F. That's been a big debate in the community too. I briefly worked at F2F. I like them. They only take out $350, and then you had your $200 a month insurance cost, but they did take a higher percentage. So it's not really the percentage that matters, it's what do they offer you in exchange for what they're taking out. So VL just doesn't take out a lot compared to a lot of companies. They don't take out a lot. What they take, most of what they take out is already in that note, and it's already in that 20%. So you're going to be able to walk away with something, you know, you're going to be able to walk away with some good money. Now, the careful thing about VOL, which is another reason I didn't take the truck, is because VL says that they have all these contracts, but really the majority of their loads come off of the load board and brokers they've probably just worked with for a long time. That means that the revenue can go up and down. So come January, we didn't know what was going to happen after the election. Now we're going to start seeing where that's going. Then come January, we automatically have a slowdown. So I didn't really want to be tied to it until I knew where the market was heading. You get what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Well, Coco, thank you for, let me get it right. Thank you for coming on. Maybe this is like clearing up some miscommunications, clarifications on what VL trucking is all about.
Yeah, no problem. But y'all gonna have me late and in trouble.
We're gonna go ahead and let you go, man. We're gonna go ahead and let you go. Coco, thank you for coming on. I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, you take it easy.
No problem. Bye, everybody.
That's Coco, everybody. Reluctantly Trucking. You know what? I did say that she didn't have any social media. I was wrong about that. She don't have a YouTube, and I don't believe she have a Facebook either. But she does have an Instagram page. She do have an Instagram page, but it's really not much on there. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't probably suggest you guys going over to her page and all like that. But what do you guys think, man? This girl came in and dropped some fire. I mean, she dropped some jewels for y'all. So now let me I guess go on my little tangent right quick. All right. I saw the video from the guy that she mentioned. And in that particular video, what I came away from it is that he kind of felt some kind of way that being that he's a YouTuber, maybe a popular YouTuber that's promoting the company, he kind of feels some kind of way about people attacking him about the company. All right. My name in particular was mentioned. All right. And verbatim, he says, for somebody that don't have no intentions on going to a company that's calling the company, he thinks that is fuck shit. Well, let me tell you, I don't know if you watch my channel. If you have, you will know that Lockoutmen Makes the Call has been doing the damn thing since the beginning. Okay. You can go to my channel. You can go to my channel right here, and you can see that I've been doing these calls for years. You see what I'm saying? I've been doing it for years. Okay. I do these calls for the new jacks that's coming into this game. Maybe you don't understand why, but I'm about to tell you why. I make these calls so that the new jacks can ask the questions, so they won't be afraid to ask the questions that needs to be asked. Okay. Now, when I called VL Trucking, it wasn't because of a person that worked there. I did say that I saw a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? But when I did my research, I knew that Skimp D worked there. I knew that Roscoe drove there. And then I knew that one particular YouTuber works there. So, as I always said before, and as I said in my previous videos, you got to take what we say as YouTubers that's promoting our company, promoting the company, especially for a referral bonus, because I did it for J&R Schwugel for 2 years. $1,500, bruh, that was a lot of money. And I was getting paid 2 ways. I was getting paid by the company, and I was getting paid getting the referral bonus. So what the people got to take is what we say with a grain of salt when we're promoting the company. We may not want to tell the full story about a company. We might just want to just tell the people this little bit about the company so they can come in and we can get paid. These calls that I do is to open up the whole thing. Everybody's experience is not going to be your experience. And I tell people that all the time, especially when I was with J&R Schwugel. My experience with J&R, you're not going to come in and get paid what I get paid. You're not going to come in and get the same treatment like I got. So promoting your company on YouTube for the referral bonus is cool. I don't have a problem with that. I did it. But what I'm saying is the people that's watching it and that's thinking about coming to that company, they got to take it with a grain of salt. That's why I make these calls to all these companies. And yes, out of all these companies, I work for 3 of them. I work for 3 of these companies that I have made the call to. So it's not about MTC, the make the call videos ain't about anybody that works there. So I just wanted to make that clear and clarify that. On that note, thank you for everybody for being here tonight. Thank you to my special guest, Coco. She just came in and just dropped. I mean, she dropped. Let me do it again. Hold on right quick. Hold on. There you go. She came in and dropped bombs. You see what I'm saying? She came in and dropped some bombs, and I didn't even know that she was like a fleet owner at one point or another. So thank you, Coco, for coming in. Let me go ahead and go to some of the comments before we get up out of here. RLC, it says, I'm just trying to help with some really good info. Y'all give Mag a call. It won't hurt. I will call him. I'm writing it down now. Mag Trucking, is that a trucking company, bro? I'll call him. T Hill gave the hand claps. That's what's up. Trucking with Tony. She definitely a hustler with a good financial brain. Bruh, that's the type of females that we need. I'm telling you, that's it. Trucking with Tony. Ain't that the type of female we need? I think she probably might be an intimidation to most dudes, though. I'm just saying. Rick, she's on point about everything about VL Trucking. That's what's up, man. Joshua, what's up, bro? What's going on? Joshua, I need to do an interview with you, driver. Lockoutmen podcast at gmail.com, bro. Leave your information there and I'll set you up. I'll set you up with an interview. It will probably be for next month though, because the entire month of December, December. The entire month of November is already scheduled, man. But leave me your information in the Gmail. Jaquan, so you're basically misleading the people for money. That's why I don't believe none of the YouTube cats if they're not showing numbers besides all that talk. Hey, don't get me wrong, man. Don't get me wrong. There are YouTubers that are showing their numbers, man. Shout out to Roscoe Green. He just did a video. Hold on, I'll bring up his channel. Let's see. Roscoe Green runs the marathon. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. All right. Yep, here he is. Roscoe Green runs the marathon. And he just did a video. I'll bring it up right quick so you guys can see it. There it is. Go to his channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. Roscoe Green's Marathon. And there it is. He does his settlements. He says VL trucking settlements every Friday. So definitely check him out, man. So there's some cats out here that do show the numbers, man. Jaquan says salute to the Queen Coco. Highway Runner says I'm definitely sub now. You're official. Thank you, bro. I really do appreciate it, man. Mad Carriers. All right, I got it. I'll make sure I call him. Trucking with Tony. Big Facts. Rick, Roscoe Green shows his checks. That's what's up. I just showed it. Yep. Make sure you guys subscribe. As everybody that has came on to speak on VL trucking, the invitation is open to that particular YouTuber that drives for him and promotes them. So if he wants to come on and probably, find out what's the animosity between us, so we can clear the air on that, you're more than welcome to come on, bro. You're more than welcome. Anybody else that works for VL Trucking that wants to come on and talk straight facts about the company, by all means, y'all more than welcome to come on the Lockoutmen podcast show. On that note, I got to get out of here. I do have another interview that I got to do, but I think this one is not going to be live, being that I was already live. I don't think all 30 or 40 of y'all are going to come back. So I'm going to have to probably do this one offline and set this up for tomorrow morning. All right. That's what I'm going to have to do. So if you guys like, God damn, it's hot in here. Hold on. Okay. There we go. I need some AC. If you guys like content like this and more, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that bell and that all button. That all button lets you know when I go live, and that all button lets you know when I drop videos. And if you guys want to donate to the channel, it's already in the comments. I've been typing it in the comments all day. Hook your boy up with some coffee because I am fucking thirsty up over here. $, Lockoutmen. That's the Cash App. If you don't have the Cash App, hook me up with some coffee in the coffee app. It's in the description below. Or if you want, join the community. 3 tiers, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm all about the food over here, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about the food over here. I appreciate all you guys being here tonight. Thank you very much for joining me on the Lockoutmen podcast show for Monday, November 9th. You guys have a blessed evening, and I will see you again tomorrow at 8 o'clock with another interview. You guys take it easy. Peace. All you have to do is stay a minute, just